Hey, how's it going out there? This is Two Birds, One Show. That's my buddy Ricky.
Yep.
DeeTer. We talk about craft beer and Philly sports.
So. All right. Just big game sports entertainment. DeeTer gave me this shirt earlier.
Nice gear.
Yeah, so it's I haven't broke it in yet, so if it looks a little, wrinkled or not, I got to give it a couple washes, a couple wears, you know what I mean?
Get it broken in. On the YouTube channel, BGSE, I think you can get to their shop from there. So you go buy some gear there. And I think there's also a way you could donate to the show and stuff like that. I think it's like buy a coffee or whatever. So if you like the BGSE entertainment, support us. Help us out.
Yeah, please do. Support your people that you're watching every week. Show some love.
Yeah, we're every Thursday night, 10 p.m. Eastern. There's I think there's a few shows. There's a Monday Man Cave is a good show, and then the Chop Shop I think is Wednesday night, and then Big Game James, his show I think it's Tuesday if I remember right. But there's a few good shows out there.
All good shows on BGSE.
What are you drinking there, Ricky?
I got Shocker Treehouse. This is Juice Project Galaxy.
Oh man, that one's so good,
dude. It's the tits, dude. It's for sure. And you know what hops are in it, so
yeah. I mean, out of all their new beers they've been putting out, man, that's like one of my favorite. I love the Juice projects and stuff.
Me too. Sorry, guys.
Also, like the ones that Find a Limit or something like that, where they pack all hops. Oh my god! Dude.
Yes, that Find a Limit. I think it was 13 recently. Was phenomenal.
Yeah, they put out some good stuff, man.
So real quick, I just want to do a side note too. I know we do about craft beer and things. I know since it's kind of a slow sports time, I'm going to introduce people to this too. Maybe people are just starting to see it, but we do craft beer. This, I guess, now in this day and age now, but listen, no more faux pas in there. This is, craft marijuana, which will be big like craft beer. I remember early on or somewhat early on when the craft beer scene was hitting, and I'd like to think I was early on with it being in a craft beer bar. And, and at the time I had a boss then and I said, hey, this craft beer thing, I think it's here to stay. And I don't think it's ever going back again. And look where we are now. And that was, 12, 13 years ago or whatever. Now, This one, I think this is called Delta Water. It's cannabis water. I think we're on the ground floor of it. And like I said, with craft beer, this is the beginning and it's only going to get bigger and we're never going back again.
Now, there's no alcohol in that. That's just cannabis water.
No alcohol at all. I believe by law you're not allowed to have alcohol and THC in the same product. I believe that's a law. Yeah, I remember when I met Keith Villa. Shout out to Keith Villa, who started Blue Moon before he eventually sold out to the Coors Brewing Company. Now he later went on to open a brewery/bar that serves only THC beverages. Now this, it looks like it says it's plant-based. It's 0 calories, 0 sugar. Smells great. This is called the Maui Wowie. You see it almost looks like a hard seltzer. And it smells like a seltzer, almost if you were to drop like a roach into it and let it soak for a while. The can says, if anybody watched, I did a review of it on my page, whether it be Rick's Beer Adventures on YouTube or Craft Beer Fanatics on Facebook. It says drink a quarter of the can, see how you feel in an hour. So I'll do that. And if I remember correctly, it was really nice. It was good. It was clean. No haze, no bugging out or anything like that. So just if anybody's watching, keep an eye on it's Delta Water. I think it's like when craft beer was beginning, I think it's like that. And I think it's only going to get bigger and I don't think it's ever going back again. So it's a good product.
Now you can only get it at the shops, right? The cannabis shops, or bars able to serve it too, or
that's a good question. I've been kind of inquiring about that because I'd like to maybe bring a keg in my place. So that's still kind of under works. I've been talking about it a little lately. So we'll see. Now this I got at a liquor store.
Really?
Yes, I got it from Raj at Clayton Liquors. So I'm guessing if you can sell it at liquor stores, you could probably sell it in bars. I'm guessing. I don't know, so don't quote me.
I would imagine though, if you do bring it into your bar or whatever, I imagine it'd have to be a dedicated line because you know you wouldn't want to mix cannabis because if somebody drinks it that that doesn't want it, I think it would have to be some kind of regulation like that.
Absolutely. No, that's a good point. I think there would have to be a whole bunch of guidelines that go with it. But we'll get back to craft beer. I just wanted to tell people about that. I know some of my friends that,
now
use Delta water.
It looks like lemonade or something. There's no like fruit juice in it or nothing.
No, it says 0 sugar, 0 calories, gluten-free and plant-based. It kind of looks like
that haziness to it then.
It's like it's like a hard seltzer. It looks like it's like Sprite, the body. So I'm going to drink quarter of the can. If in an hour I seem a lot happier on the show, then hey, you see, And what are you going with, my friend?
That's beautiful right there. Okay. I'm doing a Tonewood and Icarus. They put out this classic IPA, little like West Coast style, I would say. Classic hops, Centennial, Chinook, some Cascade, Pilsner base, Munich. Pretty good stuff, man. Nice little reddish color, old school.
Nice.
The heads went down, but it had a nice head to start. I was drinking it. Started a little early.
What's the ABV on it?
6.8, man. I know 6.5, and it's a nice little drinker.
Yeah, and
got
2 great New Jersey breweries.
Yeah, that's awesome. Icarus and Tonewood coming together. That's pretty neat. All products contain less than their bullshit product. Oh, Jesus Christ, Jeff, coming out swinging, huh? 25.
25 milligrams of THC, 5 milligrams of CBD, and none but love for you, Jeff. But I had it 2 weeks ago, and trust me when I tell you, it ain't bullshit, brother. Go watch my review. Trust me when I tell you. Look, Bonnie's on. We just had the Loki water. Enjoy. See, they had it too. I served it to my bar the other day. Trust me, Jeff, it works, and it works good.
That's pretty cool. And you got
shout out to Bonnie
store,
too, by the way. Bonnie and Sue. We were all going to go to a concert tonight. I was a little not feeling great, and I didn't get a great night's sleep. I was tired. I worked all day, so we missed it.
Yeah, there you go, Jeff.
Try it out, Jeff. I think you'll like it. It's good.
That's something, man. Like I would have thought you would have get that at a dispensary or something.
So did I. I was shocked, that Raj had it. And when I went in a couple of weeks ago, he's like, "Hey, I got 1 case of this. It's flying out. Do you want to buy a can?" I was like, "Yeah, let me give it a shot. I'll see." I tried, and I was like, "Wow, that's really good." And then it exploded, and everybody started going there for it. Now he's got last time I went, he had a bunch of it. So I said, I don't think it's ever going back again.
No, I mean,
we're in a new era.
That's crazy, man. I wonder why they can't mix with alcohol. You know what I mean? Like make a cannabis beer or something.
I don't know. That's a good question. I remember, like I said, when I met Keith Villa years ago, him talking about it and not being able to mix the two legally. And then, like I said, when he sold out the course, he ended up opening, whether it be a brewery or a bar that served only THC infused beers, where it was still beer, but it was no alcohol, just THC.
Right.
I think you're going to see that get big too. I think eventually when, the stereotype of marijuana goes away and realizes, in fact, not saying in a bad way, but alcohol is worse than marijuana. Eventually you're going to see marijuana beer bars opening, and you'll see there'll probably be very laid back bars. There's going to be no fighting. You probably sell a ton of food because people have the munchies. Probably a lot of music.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of beers out there that like taste like cannabis, and we've talked about that the last
Yeah.
show, like hemp pura, and I think a Lagunitas used to have one that used to taste like cannabis. So I imagine, man, it's going to happen. It's only
Yeah.
going to be a matter of time.
Yeah. Remember the Hemperor?
Yeah, the
really
hemper,
good.
that's it too.
Oh
man.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm glad you did that beer because I was reading about it recently, and I was wondering about it. So I'm glad you tried it. I was kind of curious.
Yeah, well, I had it over Jeff's this weekend, man, and we both enjoyed it. It was a good beer.
Nice. 2 great breweries.
Yeah, man. I haven't had a West Coast style in a while, man. It's once in a while. It's good to have.
Yeah, the other day I was drinking. Do you remember Blitzkrieg hops from the Chamonix Creek?
Yeah. Okay.
I was drinking that, which is kind of a West Coast, and it was good. It was almost like a shock to my palate because I'm not used to having them. And that first couple of sips, I was like, "Whoa, that's different," But it was good,
Well, every once in a while, I see somebody drink like a Pliny the Elder, and it's like, man, that's a good beer. And I'm so surprised that it still hasn't made its way out here, like in mass distribution, because people will still buy that, I imagine.
Yeah, I just saw Ross just got Heady Topper and Focal Banger today.
Oh wow, nice.
Which they good. Might be a New England brewery, but they are West Coast IPAs. People, I just want to let you know. People, that's a New England IPA. No, it isn't.
Looks can be deceiving.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It might have the color, man, but that's a bitter, hoppy beer, man,
with the high IBUs.
Yeah. But both classic beers, man.
Yeah, no, I agree. Don't get me wrong, I'm not anti West Coast IPA. I just kind of grew out of them. But once in a while, like I said the other day, I drank one, and I'll drink them here and there.
Yeah, let's get some sports, I guess.
Big win for the Phillies tonight, sweeping the Tampa Bay Rays in their house, by the way, who going into the series were the best team in the league record-wise, or at least in the AL. Right. That's a Tampa team that started the season 13-0. That's a really good team.
They were real hot when they first started, man. Jesus.
Yeah.
But man, it was a good game, man. When Stubbs got that hit, it looked like a ping pong machine, dude. Right in the arm and then in the chest. I don't even think he knew what to grab when he fell down.
Yeah, he like flopped down. I was like, yo.
Man, it looked brutal, man. But he took it, and then that helped us out, man. They got an extra guy on base, and then
he scored.
Schwarber got a little driver in between, and got a guy home.
Yeah, that was a big win, as a big sweep. I was a little disappointed after this past weekend series against the Nationals, losing 2-3. I'm like, oh man, that sucks. Yeah. But then you turn around, you sweep the Rays. If you would have told me, hey, listen, you're going to win 4 out of 6 between the Rays and Nationals, I'd be like, oh, great. I just would have thought it went the other way, where you sweep the Nationals and lose 2 out of 3 to the Rays.
It was weird to see Eflin pitching with a different jersey, man.
Yeah,
I was like, oh my god, that's so fucking strange. He was
always
for a long time, man.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
But yeah, I thought we should have swept the Nationals, but it happens.
Yeah, but then you turn around and you sweep the Rays. It's baseball's a finicky sport. It's just when you think you got it figured out. Nope.
They said that we have like 12 wins on the road now. That's
12 in a row, which is their second best of all time. Second best, I think, in what 40-something years. I think 2 more, they break the record for all-time wins on the road. Now it's going to be tough because we're going to play a really, really good Marlins team. Not to say they can't do it; they're playing hot right now. But they got their work cut out for them. But yeah, that's impressive. And I think they've won. What is it like 23 out of 30 games? I mean, that's really impressive. That's
they've been doing
team
good,
coming
man.
together.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to be able to catch the Braves, man. So our best bet is the wild card. But I think we're looking pretty good. Yeah, I mean, there's not too many teams that are in the way of it. So I think we'll be all right.
Well, my thing is, it's almost like, slow and steady wins the race. I know I want to win 50 games in one game, but baseball's a war of attrition. Just keep winning series. You don't have to win every
Yeah.
game, but
Hey,
if you
man.
keep taking 2 out of 3, 3 out of 4, 2 out of 2, listen, that'll all pile up and it'll get you where. No, the Braves, yeah, you're right. The Braves are running away. But you know what the Braves do? The Braves' MO is the same thing. They run away with it in the regular season, and they have a great
Right.
year, and then they shit the bed in the playoffs in like the first or second round. Now, yeah, they won a World Series within the last 10 years, 2 in the last, say, 30 years, but their MO is to great regular season, shit the bed in the playoffs. And that's probably what they'll do again this year.
Hey, man, wild card got us into the World Series last year, so that's all you need, man. That's all you need.
I always say, just get me to the dance, and I'll find someone to dance with. You know what I mean? Just get me there, because you can't dance if you don't get to the dance.
Oh, that's a good one. So how'd you like the pitching tonight? Think that
Listen,
pitching did well?
knock wood. I get nervous talking about because I don't want to stop. Our pitching over the last 6 weeks to 2 months, the starters and I've been really good. That was Christopher Sanchez, our 5th starter. By the way, former Tampa Bay Ray back in the day. That kid, he's been pitching great baseball. Quietly as our 5th starter. He had a great game.
That's awesome.
And even you look last night, Taijuan Walker, by the way, got snubbed. Should be on the All-Star team. He really should. He got snubbed. I know the baseball commissioner watches our show. Rob Manfred, if you're watching, Taijuan Walker belongs on the All-Star team. I know he got a little tagged around last night. He gave up 4 runs, but they rallied and they got him a win. And I think it was like his 8th straight win. So sometimes
is that Castellanos? Is he the only player that got on the All-Star team?
As of right now, besides our whole coaching staff will be there because we were in the World Series for the National League. So our whole coaching staff will go. But as far as on the team, it's just Castellanos. But I believe Taijuan Walker really should be on the team. He really should.
And I think Bowman and Stott, they've been playing really well, man. I'm surprised one of them haven't gotten on it. But I mean, Bowman had a nice play today, man.
Dude, did you see that play at third? The barehanded, dude, that saved the game. That saved the game.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet, man. We got some players.
Yeah, this team's really starting to gel and come around. I think there's some special stuff ahead for this team this year and, over the next 4, 5, 6 years. I really do.
Now, do you know any talk of when Bryce might be able to be back in the outfield? Is that going to happen?
I'll be honest with you, DeeTer. I don't think it's going to be this year, and nor should it. I wouldn't rush him. Listen, he's a good outfielder. I want to get Schwarber out of the field, but what's most important is get that arm all the way healed, because eventually you don't see it now because he doesn't have the power now. He will. It'll come back, not now, but I don't want to risk it, and I don't, it's not like our outfield is horrific. Yeah, Schwarber sucks in the field, but besides that, it's not the terrible thing. Now, you look at Bohm. He's playing a great third base, but when he plays first, he plays really well first too. So I don't know if it's a panic thing yet, or hopefully it doesn't become that.
Yeah, I mean, if we could move some pieces around just a little bit, it'd be a lot better. But we got to play with what you got.
Right.
I don't want to rush Bryce too, man, but it'd be pretty sweet, man, if we had him in the outfield. But
well, he no matter what, he won't play the outfield this year. If he comes back, it'll be at first base.
Okay.
Because you can't. That's Tommy John surgery. You just, in reality, most guys, even non-pitchers, probably wouldn't even have been back yet. Bryce is just a supernatural, a Wolverine, Brian Dawkins type athlete. But I think they'll be fine. I worry about Schwarber out there too, but hopefully we can mask that for a while. I don't know.
Yeah, but Bryce cracks me up with the whole Philly fanatic thing. He's got the green belt, he's got the shoes, and then when he's on base, he's got the glove for sliding. It's like, all right, buddy.
He gets it. And you're starting to see his little bro, Bryson Stott, doing a lot of that too now.
Yeah.
And by the way, Bryson Stott, I got to give a shout out, man. This kid, basically in his second full season, that kid he's good, man. I don't even think we've seen how good, he's going to be. I wouldn't be shocked one day to see that kid lead the league in batting. He's really good, man.
He's a young player, man. I mean,
Yeah, he's only like 22, dude. He is,
right.
and same with Bohm. You know,
And he's from the Vegas area, right? Like
well,
him and
I
Bryce.
yeah, I think their families know each other.
Yeah.
Kind of came up, you know, in the same. So he's kind of like a big brother to Bryson Stott. You know, but yeah, you know, I like what's going on with the Phillies. You know, I like the way they're playing, and I think the future's bright. I really do.
Now, let's see. Have you heard anything about the NBA? Do you see the summer league started up? I
Yeah.
don't understand. I don't understand why our head coach is coaching summer league. That's a bit odd. You know what I mean?
Listen,
Like,
me and the NBA have a love-hate relationship. You know, and I'll say, oh, you know, one thing I did see recently that they're doing that I think I'm going to like, but I don't know. One, they're installing a flopping penalty, which I love because I can't stand that
yeah,
shit.
that's awesome, man.
I
I didn't
can't
hear about
stand that shit. Yeah, they're going to implement it in the summer league this year, and if it works good, they're going to bring it into the regular league either this year or next year. And two, they're going to start a thing in the middle of the season where they do like a 4-day tournament in Vegas. And yeah, you got to look it up and do it. Yeah, with 4 NBA teams, like the top 4 teams, a mini tournament in the middle of the season.
All right.
Yeah, look it up if you get a chance. I was listening to it yesterday. It sounds pretty interesting, almost like how college basketball is with the Maui Invitational and stuff like that. So we'll see. But
Viva la flop. Get that into the
damn.
Yeah, if that was into soccer, right? that flop it all the time, man.
Speaking of soccer, do you watch the Ted Lasso show?
Yeah, it's good.
By the way, great show. Love it.
Yeah.
One of my all-time favorite series. I know it just finished for good. They only did 3 seasons. One of the best if anybody's watching, one of the best series I've ever watched. I love that show. It makes me want to watch soccer, which is unheard of.
Just a positive output on life. You know what I mean?
And I could take a few pages out of their book.
Yeah. No matter how bad stuff's going on, he's always looking for the positive, man. And that's just something else, man.
I love it. And
good show.
It is. Jason Sudeikis does a great job. It's such a well-acted show. It's great writing. It's great acting. And you're right. Like, I know sometimes, especially with sports, I can get negative and, Debbie Downer-esque. And I wish I didn't, but I got to call myself out where I need to be called out. And I do. And I get like that. But that show, you watch it and you're kind of like, you know what? I want to be like, I want to be positive,
Yeah. Like, I know Union, they've been doing pretty decent. I think they lost their last game on Sunday to Atlanta, but they've been pretty good. I think they're okay. So they're 5th in the standings, which is nice. Right. So, and then I know Team USA, they've been doing pretty good too. So
doesn't the Union have a friendly coming up later this month against a Premier League team or something? Remember we were talking about it over here in Philly?
Yeah, at the end of July, I think they're playing. God, I know the Premier League's coming over. I'm not sure who their Union's playing, but I remember seeing like Chelsea and a few other. The Union does have a game against what's that? Wrexham.
Oh that's what's the name's team from Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah,
and Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds. Yeah,
let me ask
I watched that show, Wrexham. That was pretty good too, man.
Is it good?
How they came together, and they brought this team from Welsh. I think it's a Welsh team or something like that. And they're really down in the dumps, man. They turned it around. It's pretty neat.
What's that remind you of?
Yeah, right.
Ted Lasso. Seriously,
Lasso, right. Yeah.
Let me ask something. Is the Premier League, is that only British teams?
Yeah, I believe it's all like towns or like suburbs of London.
It's not like Spain and Italy and Germany and all that?
No. But there are players from all around. Okay. And there is like different influences on the teams themselves. You know what I mean? Like maybe like Russia or German, like bar ownership or something. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I know like Arsenal, has a big Philly influence. I don't know, but
that's
I know
a team you like.
No, I like Chelsea. I like
Chelsea. Okay.
Yeah, the captain of the USA team, from Hershey, Pulisic, he plays for Chelsea.
Okay, nice.
Here you go. Jeff's really good with the soccer. Premier League is England and Wales. Champions League is one of the combines of the best of each of the European leagues.
Well, that's pretty cool. Listen, I'd like to get into soccer, especially after watching Ted Lasso. It's just I need to ease my way in.
And it's neat, like all the different tournaments and cups that they have too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, you have the league. That's one thing, winning the league. But in the process, there's also all these like cups they can play for and get trophies and whatnot, which in turn builds up that your soccer club too.
You know what I like a lot about that? And then, like I said, I might be speaking out of turn because I don't know much about it, so I don't want to seem like I do. But I like the fact that teams, when you shit the bed and you're not very good, they kick you out of the league, and they're like, "You can come back when you get better." What's that called? Like relegating or something?
Relegate, right? Yeah.
All sports should do that.
Right.
You want to prevent teams from tanking? People are like, you shouldn't tank in sports. Do that.
You know what, dude? That would boost up like either XFL or
USFL.
If the NFL team's not doing too good, drop them down and then bring up the champion of that league. That would build up both leagues so much.
Give it 15 years, it'll happen.
Oh man,
you know why?
Awesome.
Because they're watching our show.
Yeah.
I know the heads of the NFL. I know they're big into our show. They write me a lot of letters, but
The Rock right now is taking notes. Yeah, for that.
Let's get her done.
Yeah.
Get her done.
Dude, that'd be awesome, dude. Like if they drop the worst team down, that'd be so funny, man.
They should do it with all the sports. Because in reality, a lot of these leagues, you don't. The top 2/3 of the teams are really the only ones that matter, and the other ones that are. And I've always been, a proponent of saying, "Hey, good tank. If you're not going to be the best, be the worst." Right. But that would prevent that, for people that complain about it.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, you're right, dude. Because if you tank, man, you could get relegated.
Right. You tank, you're going out.
Wow. Yeah, man, that would fix a lot of shit.
Yeah. Well, what is the ABV on this? It looks like 8.7, and I just drank it like it was a Coors Light. Yikes.
That's such a good beer, though, man.
It is. Oh, my goodness.
Okay.
Chad, good to see you today, man. Thanks for stopping by the bar and saying what's up, man. It's fun hanging. You know who missed you? Rosier. Mike Rosier came in later. He's like, DeeTer was here. I was like, yeah, he was here. He's like, how I missed that motherfucker.
Oh man, I wanted to see him, man, but
I
had to get going, man.
I know.
I went to the gym.
I know.
I went to the gym later with Warren, so I didn't want to drink too much, So, but man, that burger that I had there was awesome, dude.
Yeah.
The jalapeno, bacon,
firecracker,
pepper cheese. Oh my God, that was so damn good. And then also beers too, man.
I was gonna say, what did you think of the Root and Branch?
It was good, but that double dry hop Green City was on point, man. That's
such a great kicks beer. Ass.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I'm sorry.
The Root and Branch, I think it was a little bit more of a hop burn, man, because that thing was loaded with hops. It was almost like a greenish tint,
Almost needs like 2 weeks to cool off.
Yeah, that's what I would think, man. Something just to chill a little bit.
Oh, so I'll say this, and a shout out to one of my coworkers, Chris. Oh, by the way, about that baby, congratulations to him and his wife. He brought me out a magazine article today and gave me a handshake and said, "Good job, I'm really proud of you." It was South Jersey magazine, and House of Brews won best tap list in South Jersey, and we were in there with different restaurants for different things, and we won best tap list. So he came out, he's like, "Hey, listen," and he showed me, he's like, "Look at this." He showed me, he shook my hand, he's like, "Great job, man." And now I feel like unhumble, but I'm saying I'm really happy because I love spreading craft beer love, man. And in reality, you look at places like Red Hen that are even better, and you got the Mile and all. So there's a lot of great craft beer bars here.
I always like the House of Brews. You guys always have a good tap list and great food. And man, you've been in the business so long and do such a great job, man.
Well, thank you. To be honest with you, it's the guests. It's all the customers that come in that do the great job. They drink the good beers, and are willing to learn and explore their palate. Like shout out to Bonnie. She comes in, and when I met her a long time ago now, she understands the craft beers like we do. She has the same palate as me, and a lot of other people that come in and so it's really due to the customers that the thanks goes to, because they're the ones that fucking drink that shit.
I must have missed this comment earlier. It's about to relegate. Jeff wouldn't have watched the Browns suffer every year. Is
he a Browns fan?
Yeah.
Wow.
No. But it's about the relegating. You know what I mean?
Okay.
The Browns would have definitely dropped out. Same
thing
like
yeah.
The Jets. Yeah.
The Jets, the Jags. Oh, by the way, the Jets and Jags are going to be really good this year, both of them, I think.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome work, man, at your place, and that's so good that your coworker gave you props like that, showed you. It's good.
I'll say this though, DeeTer, we're only 3 weeks away from preseason football, baby. It's right. This is the last month of the year with no football until next March, so we're almost there.
So is it about that time? Should I put on the music?
It is happening. I did get up and walk over.
What's in your fridge?
I'm dancing.
What's in your fridge?
I think the cannon splitter is kicking in too.
I don't know. What's in your fridge?
I have a buddy of mine that plays in a band. He's gonna work on some guitar riffs for that.
Nice.
Doctor it up a little bit. So I can't wait.
Well,
what do we got tonight? Oh my
god!
Dude.
Different weeks, I usually show all my beer, but also that we got like that. That's that cannon splitter. Here's a different one too. And then this one I hooked Sue and Bonnie up with. They seem to like too. It's the Loki. If anybody's into Marvel, which I am a huge comic book nerd since I'm a little kid. Loki's, the stepbrother of Thor, the mischievous little fucker. He's a bad guy, but kind of got a good heart in a weird way. It's weird, but we can do a whole different Marvel show. And I think the cannon splitter's kicking in. If you're gonna tell, I don't know, DeeTer. I want to keep drinking, but it's like fuck, man. All these beers every week, I say 8%, fucking 9%.
High hitters.
Yeah, these are all Bryce Harpers and Kyle Schwarbers of the beer worlds. I got this Cape May IPA in here. I haven't tried. It's somewhat new, but I don't see the ABV on it. So, 8%. Fuck it. I don't know. Okay, here you go. Dr. Brew Little.
Oh wow, they got cans now?
Oh yeah. They're out of Maple Shade, I believe. Great people. I think he used to be a veterinarian, hence the name Dr. Brew Little.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so anything that helps animals and craft beer, man, that's right in my wheelhouse.
Right.
So this is from them. This is called Helping Paws. It's a summer pale ale. So give it a shot. It looks like it's only about I don't know. I don't know if it's cannabis water or that it's dark in my garage, but I can't read the can as well. I think it's about 5%.
Okay.
And you changing up yet, or are you still in the same beer?
I am. Yes. I'm going with that Warwick beer I dropped off to you.
Oh, nice.
This is High Heat. Going with the Phillies theme, I guess.
Dope ass can art.
Yeah, 8%. And I had this beer over the weekend. It is delicious. I really like Warwick's beer. They've been putting out awesome stuff. So, let's see.
Agreed. Oh, and by the way, I wanted to say, when you brought that can in for me earlier, I was like, yo, I don't know if anybody can see all the cans I try to save behind me. I mean, I got them all over my garage. When DeeTer gave me that can, I was like, yup, that's going in the keeper pile, dude. That was fucking dope-ass can art.
That's pretty cool, man. I hear
this one is.
Oh, that's a nice can.
It's a puppy sleeping on a kitten. So if you're super soft or a pussy, this is the can art for you. I'm just kidding. Snowflakes. I know I'm just kidding. Just being humorous. It's called a sense of humor. We used to have that back in the day.
Oh, shit, man.
But, yeah, so here's to
Here's a little shout out to your shirt. Nice shirt, Rick, by Big Game James. What's
Oh,
up, brother?
thank you, sir. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, I do like that logo. That's pretty cool,
Yeah,
man.
it's
with the
pretty
mic and
dope,
all.
dude.
So,
Here's the swimming with bow-legged women and the waves they make.
cheers, buddy.
Clink.
God, this is a good beer, dude. And I
Hey,
hear the
Jeff.
brewery's awesome too, man. Like everybody I know that went to Warwick, they love the brewery there.
Dude, my father-in-law raves about it all the time. And he's a great dude, and he likes craft beer too. One of my good buddies, and he's always like, Rick, you got to come up and check out Warwick. He's like, you'll love it there. It's sprawling. It's beautiful. So, yeah, that's on this summer's to-do list. So that will happen. I can't wait. I hear such great reviews from him. So, Jeff, by the way, it is kicking in, and man, smooth, beautiful. It's like, landing a 747 on a smooth landing. Wow, boy, kicking in.
Oh man, that's too much, man.
That's a nice pale ale.
Any let's see, there's Jeff. I said I'll check.
I was gonna say, Jeff, if you want, I'll save you a can. I gotta meet Jeff. He seems like a cool cat, man. One of our best followers, man. Much love.
Yeah,
I gotta have beers with him sometime. All of us.
I told him today. I say, hey man, you get a Thursday. Let me know. Yeah, we'll go hit up Rick's for lunch, man. Because I said I had a great time, man. Talking to what's the
Tommy
name?
Hahn. Tommy Hahn. Yeah. Shout out to Tommy.
Dude,
he said he wants to do a show
guy,
with us. He's a great dude, man. One of the best people I know, dude. He is one of my truly, truly good friends. Nothing but love for Tommy.
That's right. Yeah, he used to live over around there.
Oh,
Jeff.
nice. Did he ever meet me in there?
I don't think so. I don't think he said you don't remember or something good.
Oh,
we'll get a day together, man.
Yeah. Speaking of which, and shout out to you, breweriesinNewJersey.com.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the group I've run to, the Craft Beer Fanatics, everybody's talking about doing a craft beer meetup. Why don't we all? We'll get Bonnie. We'll get Billy the K, aka Pittsburgh Bill. Jen Lynn and Mikey Mont. Yeah, we'll do a whole craft beer meetup. We'll have, and everybody will bring a bottle or a can or something, or a couple, and we'll trade them around. I'll let Drew know. We'll do it at Hob. So then we'll also have really good craft beer on tap.
Yeah,
good
man.
food.
If we could do something and do like a podcast there, that'd be awesome too.
Right. We'll even have Mike Rozier there.
I have a celebrating moment right now. Let's see if I can see here. 3,005 followers.
Nice.
Wow, dude. Over 3,000, dude. That's awesome.
Great job, brother.
Yeah, man.
Great job.
So, any breweries or bars that open up or any promotions, let me know, man, and I'll put it up, man. 3,000 followers, it will fill up a bar or brewery for sure.
It's very good advertisement, sir. No doubt about that, man. Good job on that, dude. Kudos to you, brother.
Yeah, but just keep it in, man. Just keep working on it. Yeah,
that's it. And listen, that's what's great about craft beer. It's a fun hobby. It doesn't feel like work. Like you're saying, working on your site, and you do a great job with it. It's got 3,000. It doesn't even feel like work because I'm just enjoying good craft beer.
Yeah.
By the way, this is a really good pale ale.
Does say any what's the guy in it or anything? You getting notes?
You know what? I don't think it does. It actually has something effect for like helping animals, which is good.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. And right now it's kind of like dim in my garage. I don't know if you can see the lighting. It's hard to read. It doesn't say what hops are in it. If I'm guessing, let's see. And I'm gonna be honest with everybody out there, so and that's why we do these things for the love of the game. The cannabis water is kicking in, and in a really nice way. And like truly enjoyable way. So I just want to let everybody know that. So if you see the big smile and the happiness, the beer tastes good. It has and I say this in a loving way, like your basic hop profile that you would use in a pale ale. Nothing exotic. There's probably no Southern Pacific hops in there. It's probably like a Centennial, maybe a Chinook, But it's good. It's smooth. It's got a little tiny crisp to it on the finish.
I will say a couple of beers I had from Dr. Brewlittle's at Uno's, it was a little hard to point out like little things because they do a good blend of it.
They
You know
do.
what I mean? They mix it up like I would say like no other that I've had, man. It's kind of I don't know how they come up with their recipes, but it's a little different.
And shout out to Bonnie. I think I hooked her up with a blueberry Kolsch recently. I tried a little bit too. That was actually, I didn't think I'd like it. It was actually really pretty good and like super sessionable. And I think Bonnie liked it too. I think it probably hung out about 4.5%, 5%. Now, let me ask something. I know Kolsch, I know where it gets its background from, Cologne, Germany, and there's a whole set of guidelines and why it is what it is. But let me ask something. When you're brewing a Kolsch, is it just similar to brewing like a cold IPA or like an IPL? Because I kind of get that vibe, and that's not a bad thing. But I'm wondering, is that the same type of process?
Well, my buddy Jeff would probably know this more than me, but I do know like Kolsch is like I think it's like a Pilsner wheat, you know what I mean? But it's just a different yeast strain that they use. So like a Pilsner, I believe is like a lager yeast strain. I think Kolsch is more of a
like an ale yeast, and then lager at lager temps.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if I mean if he doesn't,
that makes sense.
I think that's what it is.
Because when you drink them, I mean, as well as I do, and I'm not saying this is snobbish, but all of us watching do. I think when you drink an IPL or something to that kin, you can tell that it's that style, almost like maybe an ale at a lager temp. You know what I mean? Like a cold conditioned ale. You know what I mean? Which is not a bad thing.
Kolsch is a hybrid style, so it's basically a mix of lager yeast, where you kind of brew a lager yeast at a high temperature, but then you can lager it out if you want. So it's
okay.
Okay, so the high heat gives it the esters. Oh,
thank you, Jeff.
Good job, Jeff.
This guy knows this fucking shit, man. Why has he never been on the show?
I try to get him on, man. And you know what? It's crazy because like I've been to his house and he's got like the whole setup. You know what I mean? For like conferencing and all. Like, he's got to get on sometime.
Yeah, he should be on every week. There should be 3 of us, dude. That dude knows his shit, bro.
There's Bonnie. Yes, I like Brewlittle's berry or truck. Okay.
Definitely. And super sessionable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not going to overpower you with anything like a double IPA does or sour. It's a good smooth drinker. You could sit and drink them for 5 hours while sitting around a campfire. You know what I mean? Just talking.
Nah, man, this high heat, dude. It's so good. It
looks
definitely
nice.
It's got like an oak body to it. Nice, like fluffy sweetness to it. And I would say probably like Mosaic and Citra.
Nice.
Like nothing like screaming different, you know what I mean? But it's so damn delicious. And you can never get wrong with like Citra or Mosaic, man.
Yeah, well, I know you love Mosaic. That's like your favorite hop. Nothing wrong with that. It's a great hop.
Such a cool can art too, man.
That's like I said, the can you gave me, that's going up on the wall behind me. I call that the Can Hall of Fame.
Yeah. It's nice to see like new breweries, man, just blow up. You know what I mean? Because Warwick's doing great. I like Human Robot. Human Robot's doing awesome. They got multiple places now. So, if you could brew good beer, yeah, man, you can still do it. A lot of people think like, the bubble popped or something like that, the craft beer bubble. It's all what you could do, man. Like,
great point. And as somebody, like you, as somebody that's on the very much inside of the craft beer game, and I'll say this, and I've heard people talking about it, they're like, yeah, the bubble pop. Not really. If you're brewing good beer, you'll stick around. The bubble pop, and not in a bad way, and I say this with love, for the brewers that just weren't brewing very great beer. You're getting relegated, basically. Let the good ones brew.
Good use of the term. Survival of the fittest.
That's it. And listen, I want that in the beer world. I want to drink the best beer. You know why I drink the good shit? Because I like the good shit.
Right. Yeah, I mean, the whole thing, like, oh, man, I brewed a home beer. Let me open up a brewery. Nah, man. It don't work like that, bro.
And you're right. Listen,
take your time.
The good, The good brewers will stick around. The Tomewoods, that kid Eli at Tomewood. That guy is a fucking mad proper genius, dude. That guy gets it. He knows it. He fucking brews it for us. That is a great brewer. You know what I mean? It's people like that. And then your buddy, John, is probably one of them dudes. You know what I mean?
That is awesome, dude.
I mean, that dude, from everybody I know, from you to him, that guy can brew his ass off.
Right. And everybody always asks him, when do you open up a brewery? Where's your brewery at? No, nope. Just keeps to it, man.
Good for him, man. Sticking by his guns. He's like, I just do it for the love.
Dude, every week he's got 5 beers on tap, and like Friday is just packed with local people, man.
That's a beautiful thing, man. He is living his best life. Shout out to John, man. Cool cat, dude. I gotta get him back on the show.
Mm-hmm. But I know once football starts up, man, we'll have people back on. It's just right now.
Listen. DeeTer, and even when it is just me and you, dude, listen, this is fun. This is good. I'd watch this over an ESPN show 10 times out of 10. Those jackasses with a producer in there saying you can't say that or you should say this. At least our show's real. You know what I mean? We don't pull no punches. You know,
people commenting on, keep the information flowing about new things that are around our area and such. So. Have
you tried any of the newer ones? And I want to send some shout outs like Subculture Artisan Ale and Tanner Brewing. Hold on, there's a shout out to them too. I think there was a couple more that just opened not too long ago. I'm going to spread love for South Jersey beer. When it comes to me, I'll bring it up.
What's a white, red, and brew?
Red, white, and brew. Yeah, I was just there 2 weeks ago. Cool joint, man. Cool people.
Tanner's doing good too. Tanner's been getting a lot of people in there.
I've been hearing good vibes from them. What's the other one up there? Stratosphere. That was the other one I was thinking of. Shout out to Stratosphere. Good luck. I think I want to say like Mount Laurel or Mount Holly. I don't know. One of them. I always get that mixed up. They're on a mountain. Let's put it that way. But it'd be Mountain Holly or Mountain Laurel.
Well, I used to like when what's that one brewery, Neck of the Woods used to do the Summer Swelter.
They still do. Didn't I go with you one time? Shout out to Bonnie and Sue for buying me tickets one time.
Yeah,
but I got fucking stupid lit.
They changed it up. They do it like every first Friday of the month, and it's only like a certain breweries. It's not like a big beer fest where we bring a whole.
Oh no shit! I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I've been looking out to see what beer festivals on horizons. You know what I mean? I think
I'll be honest with you. I can't. I'd love to be. I'll get back into them. I remember we all went through our beer fest phase. I know me and you and Al and Ed and the crew. Remember we stayed at all the yards. Brewery.
Glassboro Beer Festival. That's usually all right. It's nice to try different local breweries. You know what I mean? Like so. That's what I try to go to.
Have you tried the Seed, the Living Beer Project out of Atlantic City yet?
I've heard of it, man. I don't know if I tried it, but I heard it's pretty damn
I haven't
good.
either. And I'm not like friends, but in the beer world, Amanda and Sean, they started. I think they were both Stockton students, South Jersey kids. And I'll tell you, from everything I'm gathering and listening, they're doing really good stuff over there. When I know they're early in, but when all said and done, and we're like 6, 7, 8 years in, I think people around the country are going to be looking at them as like the level of like a Hill Farmstead. Honestly, they're that good, and they're that good at brewing where, get in line because it's going to become one of, like I said, Hill Farmstead level goodness. They're really good brewers, and they're doing great stuff down there.
Yeah, I don't know if it was you or Al. Somebody was telling me that they're doing really good down there.
Yeah, so. and it's not just chump change, throw around shit. These are expert brewers doing it on another level kind of way, like whether it be, fermenting with wild, yeast in the air and things like that. But they're kind of next level, man.
That one place you were talking about when I went to meet up for lunch was that fried beers or something like that.
Deep fried beers.
I've been seeing their stuff on Instagram, man. It looks pretty damn good.
And have you ever, when you get a chance, if you get off, I might say maybe Willow Creek or Willow Park or something to that effect. And I think they're on Bethlehem. And I've seen their beers. I've never drank them, but they're like, mythical, like true level, where I don't know if it's a guy brewing out of his garage or what it is, but these are, if you look at their mass ratings on Untappd, their double IPAs as a mass rating are like 4.75. And I saw the pictures. I could just tell by the picture. I'm like, dude, that's a fucking amazing beer.
Well, Trude, man. Trude started out of a little barn
Right, same
garage,
same type of thing. That's Willow Park or Willow Creek in Bethlehem. And deep fried beers. You know who else looks good? I've been tagging you a couple times. That Musical Box in Houston area. Stubbs, if you're out there, if you can get us any Musical Box IPAs or double IPAs, please do. Their stuff looks amazing.
Yeah,
Musical Box.
You have to text me out later, man. I have to make a note.
But I'm going to do a little more, everybody, because I'll never tell. But yes, it's kicked in. Feels good.
So how do we feel about the Sixers, man? It looks like they're going to keep things the same. The coach, man, looks like he's in it. He's sitting there coaching Summer League, which I don't get. But,
so here's where I am with the Sixers. I love my Sixers. I'm a lifelong diehard Sixers fan. I watch every single game. But if they bring James Harden back, I might boycott. That's my only protest. Not forever, maybe not a whole season, but I so don't want them to bring him back. I can't listen, the guy is a fucking team killer, dude.
But there's not much options that we can deal with, dude.
There is if you're creative. And there is if James Harden, they're like, people, he led the league in assists. No shit. He had the fucking MVP down the block scoring 33 points a game, okay? I could have averaged 10 assists a game. DeAnthony Melton can run the point. Tyrese Maxey can run the point. Listen, James Harden is on his third team in 4 years, his fourth team overall. 15 years in this league and has never won anything. Listen, that's your resume. That's your MO. You're a team killer, dude. You're a team killer. Don't bring him back. I know they will because it's Daryl Morey's butt buddy, but they shouldn't. They definitely shouldn't.
Now, how you feel about that guy they signed for a year deal?
Mo Bamba. Mo Bamba, he's a good backup center. He's good. Listen, they brought in Anthony Dedmon last year. I mean, the fucking stiff that he is. You just need a backup body. Mo Bamba's a good backup body. He's a good backup center. He's better than a lot of backup centers. That's fine, but it's not a major move, and that's fine. I'm not expecting the Sixers to make major moves. I don't think they need to. Listen, I think even without James Harden, and if you don't bring a superstar back, I still think this is a team capable of 50 wins with a guy like Nick Nurse as your head coach. People are like, listen, James Harden only been here a year and a half. We won 50 games 5 years in a row. Don't you think Joel was a big part of doing that, 4 years before James Harden got here? We'll be fine without James Harden.
Yeah. I mean, losing in the playoffs, it's a bit rough. It's a big, hard pill to swallow. But you have to realize this is a team that got us there. This is a team that could probably get us there again.
Got us where?
To the playoffs. Got us into the playoffs, right?
Yeah. Well, we've been in the playoffs for 5 straight years. So even before James Harden got here, we were still getting the playoffs and winning 50 games and going to the second round. James Harden came in and quit in Game 7 against our biggest rival.
Yeah.
Quit.
Yeah, that was bad, dude.
I can't. I don't want them kind of players here. I don't.
I know.
We're the city. Listen, when they talk about Philly fans as passionate, it's because they're like that. Listen, James, I get it. You want to make a lot of money and go to the titty bar all the time. That's a great idea. That's most men's dream. But guess what? Not here, dude. We want to win championships here. Take that shit out to fucking LA, Houston, wherever you got to go. But it ain't here. We want to win championships.
He's going to be back. You know that. I know that. It's going to happen, man.
And it's a huge mistake if they do.
I mean, the talk of the town, all the radio talk announcers and all, they're all saying the same thing, man. The dude's coming back.
Listen, I am the pulse of Philly sports. Not to be unhumble, but I get it. Yeah. I know what's going on, but it's a big mistake. It's a big mistake, dude. This guy's a team killer. They're going to win a championship with James Harden.
You never know, man. Yeah.
Wait a minute. What's his resume say?
I know, dude.
Look him up online real quick.
I gotta have a little bit of hope. Maybe with the new coach, he seems
I
very.
love hope. That's one way I love hope. But guess what? I'm also not naive, and I'm fucking realistic. I'm a Philly sports fan, and I demand the best. That guy's not going to. He's only going to bring division on your team. He's already unhappy in this offseason. I won out, and now you're back, and now you're at a white party with one of the owners. Where you're wearing all these white outfits with everybody's wearing, clean white. Listen, you shouldn't be partying with the owner of the team. Right. You should not be partying with the owner of the team.
If you're talking contracts, you should not be hanging out with the owner. You know what I mean? That should
the owner shouldn't be hanging out with them. This organization's a mess.
That's just ridiculous.
You think? Let me ask you something. Would you ever see Bill Belichick doing that up in New England? Or Robert Kraft?
Hell no, dude. Or
even Jeffrey Lurie. And how? No.
It's a business, man. It's a business.
Yes, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, you cannot have that. That's. I hear you. Maybe the coach and the player is cool hanging out.
That's cool.
I don't know.
That's fine.
Cool. But not somebody that's talking contracts.
Listen, exactly, Peter. That's a great point you make, and you're right. And if it's a coach, I want my coach every once in a great while to go out and have a beer with the guys. That's fine. Not some elaborate grand scheme fucking party where everybody's matching in white outfits and everybody's there and they're partying and they're. Listen, that's not for the players to be there. Like you said, you're discussing contracts. That's almost like insider trading.
Yeah, I mean, like
seriously,
that to me that was weird. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of it. Winning teams don't do that.
We got to the playoffs last year. Hopefully, we get back. Hopefully, it's a different.
DeeTer, we've been in the playoffs for 5 years.
I know, man. But what I don't like is about talking about trading Maxey. I agree. We do need that point guard that can set stuff up because, Harden's not it. And Maxey, he's all heart. He's a good player, but he's not that elaborate person to set up a scheme. Well, you know what I mean? Maybe in time. He's
only 2 years into the league. The kid's only 23 years old. He's going to be here for 12 more years. Tyrese Maxey, we're lucky. Listen, if we're still doing this show in 10 years, we're going to look back, and I want to tell you, that kid's the real deal.
Yeah,
you can run him at the point. You can run him at the 2. The kid's a special player.
You don't want to give up young, good talent like that, dude. That's shooting yourself in the foot.
I agree. Totally.
You don't know what you might want this one thing, but it ain't going to be as good as what you got, man.
I couldn't agree more, dude. I could not agree more. And it's almost like everybody gets that itchy trigger finger. They want the newest, hottest toy, the shiniest toy. But listen,
people feel like we're missing that. You have might already be, right. We're missing this or that. Yeah, but dude, it ain't going to go the way you think it's going to go, man.
Listen, I agree, dude. What are you popping open over there, Sailor?
Other half.
Nice. And which one?
Let me pour a little bit out here.
The old fucking drunken sailor. That's what I was calling Tommy Hahn earlier. I love you, Navy guys. My grandfather's a Navy guy, but you guys are a bunch of fucking drunks. Just kidding. I am too. I'm gonna get so much backlash for that. I'm joking. I'm playing.
Spinach. A little Popeye Sailor Man.
Is that what you were drinking last week?
Yeah, I had a few 4-packs in the
nice
garage refrigerator, so I popped
well
one.
Played,
yeah, dude, it's delicious. It's only a 7%, I believe, but it tastes awesome.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm gonna follow suit. Is that your third?
Yeah, it's my third.
I'm gonna go grab a third too. I'm gonna join the fucking party.
Right. There we go. Still haven't even talked about the Eagles.
Oh, dude. 3 weeks, baby. 3 fucking weeks.
Oh,
listen, I'll say this. By me, you've known me for 100 years. I love all the Philly sports, but guess what? The truth is, it's the Eagles and then everybody else. Seriously, there's nobody that's even a close second to the Eagles for me. And I like all 4 sports teams, but none of them are close to being even second to the Eagles, dude. Come on. Like I said, that's next level for me, and that's what makes us Philly fans so passionate. I can't get this beer out. Yep. What the fuck? Yep, the weed winter kicked in, people.
Now you
All
were
right.
saying earlier a rookie didn't sign his contract yet or something.
Yeah, big rookie, Kylie Ringo, the cornerback we drafted from Georgia, the national champions the last 2 years, best college defense of all time. Still hasn't signed. He's the only one on the Eagles team. It's like, listen, there's a pay scale, dude. Just sign. There's the Eagles. If he's demanding more money, they can't give it to you because there's a certain level you're allowed to spend on each round. By the league,
Right,
the player agreement.
Yeah, it wasn't until after your rookie contract that you could really make some decent money, right?
I just hope he gets his fucking shit together, get your head out of your ass, and get ready to come play football. Hey, listen, Kylie Ringo, I'm a big fan. I'm a huge college fan. I'm watching college. I watch here. Hey, this is the best place you're ever going to play. Get your shit together, knock it off, and you can become part of greatness.
Yeah, man.
Seriously, that's how good this defense is going to be. I'm telling you right now, mark it down on here. This Eagles defense now, and I'm going to say over the next 6, 7, 8 years, is going to go down with some of the best Eagles defense of all time. And I'm including the gangrene, Reggie White, Jerome Brown, Clyde Simmons, Seth Joyner, Eric Allen, fucking Wes Hopkins, Andre Dirty Wooders. It's going to be that level, and I'm telling it now. I'm proclaiming it now. Get ready, people. This Eagles defense is going to be fucking lights out.
I like it, man. I hope so.
Seriously,
man. It's going to be fucking awesome.
Listen, DeeTer, you got 5 starters off of the Georgia national champion, 2-time national champions, which numbers-wise might be the best college defense of all time. And you got 5 starters that are young and hungry. And now you're adding with the perfect mix of veterans like a Fletcher Cox and a Brandon Graham, a Darius Slay, a fucking Avante Maddox. I mean, this defense is about to be something special. I'm just telling people now. You heard it here. Mark it on your paper. About to be special.
Yeah, I'm surprised, man, how it all worked out because I thought we were going to lose a lot more players.
So did I.
Looks like, yeah, man.
Shout out to Howie Roseman.
Yeah, I don't know how he did it, man. He kept a good amount of people, man. And
He's
then
a
bringing
wizard.
this young talent and to have them work with these senior guys, man, that's only better for the future. You know what I mean? That's gonna be awesome.
I think special things are coming for this Eagles team and organization. I think they struck football magic. I do. I mean, and Nick Sirianni and his staff, and Howie Roseman's coming in the best part of his career, and when he's really truly like a dungeon master and mastered all his skills, he's now drafting well and making the right trades and moves and signings. Listen, that's special. We're living that right now. And I hope everybody that's a fan is realizing that and thankful for that. I mean, we're about to be blessed with amazing football for like almost a decade. So,
phenomenal offensive line, great quarterback, awesome receivers. Like you couldn't
tight end. Running back, you have a committee of running backs now where you don't. In today's NFL, there's no more bell cow, 32 carries a game for 209 yards and 2 TDs. Listen, it's a stable of backs. You got Kenny Gainwell out of Memphis who used to play slot receiver. Now you can line him up anywhere. Boston Scott, he's a Swiss Army knife. You got Rashad Penny, who's a bowling ball, averages almost 7 yards a carry in his career. You kidding me? That's the best of all time for number of carries. And then on top of it, you got fucking DeAndre Swift from Detroit for almost nothing. That guy's a top 6 running back in all of football. I can't believe people aren't talking about this more. At the end of the year, there's going to be 9,000 million DeAndre Swift jerseys in Philly.
Well, like you said earlier today, the highest paid running back is a rookie, right?
Yeah, Bijan Robinson. First.
Right. And then you have like one of the best running backs, Shaquan Barkley, that hasn't even signed back up with his team, man.
Right.
Like the running back is such a weird thing right now, man.
Remember back in the day, it was like the number 1 position. Now it's like the number last position.
Yeah, man. That's so strange.
Isn't it weird?
Like when you're drafting, man, if you could get a big nasty lineman or an awesome secondary defense, like you're golden, dude. And then you get the receivers or the quarterback, you know what I mean? But if you can protect your own and like make the defensive plays, man, like you're sitting pretty, man.
That's why I think the Eagles are in such good shape because, you had like a really good, young, stable base, for defense already. And then somehow you scored through a genius trade by Howie Roseman to probably get Jalen. Honestly, DeeTer, Jalen Carter's probably the best player overall in that draft. And the pundits agree. Mel Kiper, who I respect a lot, had him ranked as the best player in the draft. And you got him at pick 9 to add to an already great foundation. And then on top of that, after you got him, you added another one of his teammates in fucking Caleb Ringer. I mean, it just right now, I think serendipity is happening for the Eagles. And I feel like we're in a great energy vibe mode for the next 9-10 years with Eagles football, especially defensively. I could be wrong because what the fuck do I know? You know what I mean? I don't know shit.
It could be also the cannabis water talking too.
It could be, and I'll be honest with you, I feel like it might be. That shit is good. Look at that.
Oh, you're the best, man. You're the best, dude.
Listen, that's
stuff.
the shit right there. Liz, it's good stuff, people. Check it out. Oh, by the way, the beer I grabbed was this.
King Suit, the double
dry hop. Dude, DeeTer, this is... I can't believe I'm buying this on a store shelf. I'd wait in line for 3 hours for a 4-pack of that beer. Seriously. We're living in the golden age of great beer. I hope everybody realizes that.
Buy another half on the shelf, dude.
Yeah.
It blows my mind, dude.
Yeah. We just talked about earlier, DeeTer, going to get Hetty Topper around the corner at Raj's at Clay. DeeTer, do you remember we on pilgrimages to get that beer? You know what I mean? I paid once, I think, like $44 for a 4-pack to get mounts.
I think we were at the old green barn in Treehouse. I was getting frostbite on our feet because it was so damn cold, waiting for fucking maybe a 4-pack or a 6-pack of a beer. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Oh, you could get one beer of this and maybe two of that.
You get one 32-ounce growler and 7 cans of beer, even though you just drove here for 6 hours through a snowstorm and then waited in sub-zero temperatures for 4 hours. Yes, dude. Please. More soup, please.
I remember, dude, I was sitting there with sneakers on. I'm like, dude, my feet are frozen, man. I'm like, Jesus.
Do you remember? Do you remember when I got up in the front line there because I wore my Eagles coat? And I feel like it wasn't bad. It was not bad happening, but like something happened. He's like, yeah, well, he's wearing an Eagles jacket. I was like, yeah, well, fuck you. Damn right I am.
Yeah. But it was always fun. We went up the other half because they were all like Giants fan, being Brooklyn, New York, And here we are, me and Al, wearing our Eagles hats and shit, dude. It was pretty neat, though. As bad as you think it was, like craft beer, like people, they always like, hey man, you try this, you try that.
Yes.
It's
a good fraternity / sorority. It really is.
Yeah, I remember, man. Me and Al drank many beers in line, while we were waiting.
Yeah. Fuck.
Man.
The Foo Fighters, as Christopher Walken would say. No, sorry. There was a funny thing happened in my bar earlier today. The dude was like, my buddy Joe, shout out to him, recovering too from in remission. He came in today and he's like, he's like, I watched a skit the other day, or not a skit, like a real playback, from like 15, 20 years ago. It was Dave Grohl getting interviewed, and he was about to do Saturday Night Live with Christopher Walken. And before the show started, Christopher Walken pulled Dave Grohl aside and said, what do you put the emphasis on, Foo or Fighters? You know what I mean? Like, so because he was going to introduce me, Saturday Night Live start, and the host comes out and introduces the band. Right. He's like, do you put the emphasis on Foo or Fighters? And Dave Grohl was like, well, Fighters. And so then he comes out. So my buddy Joe is like, can you do your Walken impersonation? I was like, ladies and gentlemen, the Foo Fighters. And he was fucking cracking the fuck up, dude. He was like falling out of his seat. It's like, no. Like, yeah. Just,
Oh, it's funny shit, dude.
oh, dude,
Yeah.
that was great, dude.
Christopher Walken is like on
Oh,
point, dude.
my
He is
dude,
on
he's my
point.
spirit animal. You kidding me, dude? That's my fucking. Oh, fucking, and Joe was falling out of his fucking seat, and God bless you, brother. He's in remission from cancer. Great dude, man. Glad I could make you laugh today, kid.
Oh shit, that was so funny, man.
Oh, and then what?
Oh,
And
God.
he was getting ready to paying his check, and he was like, he looked at me, and just kind of gave a nod. He was like, I was like, ladies and gentlemen, the Foo Fighters, and he's just, they're fucking. I'm like, all right, see ya.
Oh god.
This is a A+ beer. This is a 5 rating on Untapped. Seriously, I know I put it 4.75, but it's a 5.
Yeah, man.
It's an American legend.
Yeah. Toppling Goliath, man, they put out a really good beer, man.
And they ain't new in the game. They've been around for a long time.
Right. It was Pseudo Sue and then King Sue, and then there was that Mosaic one they did that was good. Sozas, S-O.
Oh, yes. I know what you're talking about. One. Yes. Really good. Good call.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in a while. And I was lucky enough to my buddy Scott. He always used to send me stuff from Toppling Goliath. He sent me a what's it? The Assassin.
Nice.
Stout. Dude, yeah, man, that's
when you got friends sending you beer, dude, shout out to them people. That's the fucking cool motherfuckers in the world, dude. You shipping me beer? Yup.
Well, Assassin's like
the language of my tribe.
I believe that's like.
I think you hooked me up with the first bottle of that I ever had.
I don't know if I had one or two of them, but man, I remember I popped the one with Al and Jeff, man. It was pretty good.
I gotta check my Untapped. I think you hooked me up with that beer. Actually, maybe you didn't. I don't know if I found it in a local store, but yeah, I remember. And I think I rated it high as shit. I think it was 4.75 on there.
Assassin's really crazy, man, because you have to get a ticket. It's like a lottery to buy the fucking beer, and then when you go buy the beer, it's like $30, $40 a bottle.
Is it a new beer?
It's been around a long time. It's their barrel aged stout though.
Oh, it's a stout. Okay.
It's impossible to get, but
have you had it?
Yeah, I think I only had it the one time. Man.
You're like, it's impossible to get, motherfucker, but I had it. Nice. Well played.
I sent Scott out a ton of cane beers,
nice.
What I mean?
As you should.
Yeah.
God bless you, Scotty. Keep sending the good Midwest beers out to DeeTer out here on the East Coast, kid.
It's all about networking,
Craft beer, but it's more than that. It's about spreading the love. Like seriously, like I said, I got good friends, like you and Bonnie and Pittsburgh Bill and Mikey Mott and Al both out. Dude, craft beer is about spreading the love, dude. I mean, like, oh, I tried this here. Take a can or take it for it, but you got to try this. You know what I mean?
Well, hopefully you try that Warwick can, man, and you go out and see your follow-along, man. That is a good brewery, dude.
Listen, there's no doubt about that. And the Warwick can you hooked me up with, good looking out. I'll probably be drinking that this weekend. But that's going up on the Can Hall of Fame. And yes, I will most certainly be chilling my father-in-law, one of my good buds, fucking drinking good beer, hitting up Warwick. There'll be no doubt about that. Yeah, that's my buddy.
The Conclave can that Al gave you, man, that's a good beer too, man. That's
really good. I feel like I underrated it on Tap. I do. I keep wanting to go back and adjust my. I gave 4.5. It's a 4.65 beer easy.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of little breweries, man, that are just killing it, and it's you have to go to the brewery to get the beer, man. But I don't know. I mean, Conclave's been around for a while. I'm surprised they're not distributing yet.
Hey, DeeTer, I'm going to let you in on something, too. And I don't know. I got to check my fucking Untapped. That might have been the first Conclave beer I had. And you know me, I drink a ton of beer from all over. It might be my first Conclave I've had. And it was phenomenal.
Look up Gravitational Waves.
Oh, yeah. You know what? No. I think I did have that. You're right.
That was back in the day in the garage where we all sat and played pool, man.
Yes. I miss them days, man. They're the fucking times, boy. Shit.
That's when it all started up. Yeah.
Good times, my brother.
Yeah, man. But yeah, Conclave's been around for a while, and I know they expanded a little bit, but they're just like Trude, man. They're happy being that little good
Yeah.
local brewery, man.
Something to be said about that too. I mean, may have respect, because then you're like, you know what? It's really about the beer. You know, it's not about making a ton of money. It's about the beer. I want to make good beer and get it out to people.
But they could make a ton of money. You know what I mean? They could make a ton of. They're that good, man. I feel like maybe getting a name out there, something would promote them to get. Maybe like Jersey's so hard to get a good brewery here, man. And
Yeah, I know it.
I like Kane. I like Carton. I like Ludlum. I like Toadwood,
Toadwood.
man. Right, and they're all good breweries, man.
Yeah.
But Conclave and Troon, they're two of my favorites in Jersey.
Does Conclave sell in liquor stores and in restaurants?
I don't think they sell liquor stores. If they do, it's local. I have seen like them on a tap list. I think in like local bars.
Okay.
What's a Haddon something Haddon. There's a town up North Jersey that's always got good bars and such. But
it's not Haddonfield, right?
No,
I mean, you were saying Haddon. The only Haddon I think of
yeah.
is like Haddonfield. I don't think they're over there.
Hamilton.
Oh, Hamilton.
Yeah.
Oh shit. No, around Trenton. That's like
yeah,
Trenton area.
They pull from North Jersey, which is
So what would you consider that? Is that Central Jersey? If some people say it's a myth, there is no Central Jersey. Yes, there is.
That's Central Jersey, man. Yeah, I would say that, right? I mean,
yes, I say so too. Dude, DeeTer, you'd be surprised how many people, especially not from here, that I've had this conversation with, that argue, well, there's North Jersey and there's South Jersey. I know, but there is a Central Jersey. It's like a myth. It's like in the Legend of fucking Zelda, Super Mario World. There is. It's like
it's that little line, man. Like,
yeah,
Trenton,
that's where the New Jersey Devils fans live.
Yeah.
Seriously, and it's only the one little strip of New Jersey. It's like the bikini line. It's like the landing strip.
Oh, here you go. Here's Jeff is still with us. There's Central Jersey.
Trooper.
There's a north-south line that is separated by what you call pork roll. Oh.
Word up. Okay. And it is pork roll. It'll never, ever be Taylor ham, ever.
That's a good one.
I agree. Shout out to Jeff. Word off, cuz.
Oh, my God. About ready to end this, I guess?
Yeah. We ended up having a week where there was almost no sports, the dog days of summer, to make one of our best shows yet.
Dude, hour and 15 minutes, man. Wow.
I'd like to thank the Academy and the Cannabis Water.
Thanks all who commented and enjoyed watching us tonight.
Much love. Much love.
Let's see.
Go Eagles.
All right, you have a good night, Ricky.
Later.